Hello and welcome to an episode of Motoring Middle East. Today, at long last, finally, I've got something cool. Very, very cool. In fact, to review. It's ice cold. It is the Audi R8, the fastest Audi they make, really. 3.2 seconds to 100, if you can believe it. Well, of course, it's not really a surprise. We're talking about 610 horsepower, 560 Newton meters of torque, and let's be honest, a crazy, crazy high price tag. I have the option list here. It is massive. Absolutely massive option list. I've crumpled it up. It's that long. 630,000 dirhams starting price. This one is 716,000 dirhams and comes with these lovely wheels, glossy package thingy, full leather, napper, etc. Black under. Oh, it's nice. It's nice. That's all you need to know is it's nice. Is it nice on the road? Spoiler alert. Yeah, of course it's an Audi R8. What are you expecting? Of course it's good. How good? Let me tell you. Okay, so let me give you a quick walk around on our R8. I mean, I don't know what you need to know. R8s are gorgeous, always have been. I kind of prefer the old ones with the side blades, but hey ho, these are still pretty good. So these wheels are actually 20-inch wheels in front. They're called Evo style. And of course, they are cast alloy wheels. Weirdly, not forged as you might suspect. We've got LED headlights down here. Audi have been pretty good about these things and they're very, very good in the dark. Ceramic brakes with brake calipers in red. Woohoo! The appearance package includes external mirror housings in glossy carbon. It's carbon fiber basically. And also everything is in glossy black Audi. So all your badges are in black. That costs you money. Yes, to black out the badges, including the R8 badge, it costs you money. But it is pretty good looking. It's very subtle. Love these wheels. Love everything about the way this car looks, to be honest with you. I'm not going to bother with the usual, well, who cares about the ability to carry cargo and goods and luggage? Nobody cares. It's a freaking R8. But if you do want to know, I think somebody will want to know. All right. If you really must know, I'm going to open the frunk. It's a button on here on the hood. Here you go. It's a button. That opens it. Right. You made me do it. You made me ask. It's actually not bad. It's a reasonable size, but you get like a decent bit of luggage in there. Okay, that's all we're going to talk about. Oh, it's got a 12-volt socket in here. How random is that? 12-volt socket. How random. Other than that, there's not a lot to talk about. And the world's most useless luggage. And what are you going to put in here? A pack of playing cards? R8. Let's get on the road. So you join me in the all-black interior of the R8. I was planning to do an interior walkthrough, but what interior? There's nothing in this car. It's a bit old on the inside because the platform dates back quite a way. I don't know how long, but somebody on Wikipedia will tell me. I mean, it is quite nice. It's got lots of diamond quill stitching. Although diamond quill to me is done, but hey ho, it's an option that people are paying for. Storage space, not great. There's one cubby here which is currently holding my mic. There's one cubby here which holds my sunglasses, and can't put any bottles because, as you see, the lid will interfere with its operation. There's a monostable gear selector which I don't like. This is a place, I'll tell you what this is for, to keep the key. What's the point of that? Stereo, really good. Kicks really hard. Stereo is very, very impressive. AC, actually surprisingly good. Cools decently considering this is basically an Italian/German supercar, and there's not a lot to play with out here. The passenger gets sweet bugger all to look at, whereas I get a nice Audi virtual cockpit. I would prefer old-fashioned dials like the first gen R8, but beggars can't be choosers. Other than that, there is a lot of usual options there. This one that has loud exhaust, which I like. They've got a championship mode here. What does this do? Oh wow, I think this must be like your launch control type thing. Try that somewhere else. Start stop button here, drive select, blah 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 blah. Let's drive a little bit, see what it's like. First thing you notice about the R8, we're loud. It's a lovely noise and loud, but then you put quiet mode and it's quiet, it's well behaved. Steering is nice, much better than the current crop of supercars if you ask me, because it has actual weight to it. It doesn't feel like a video game. Gearbox is really good. You can catch it out sometimes. You can catch the gearbox out because it is an old-fashioned DSG, but it's not bad. Brakes good. The whole car is really agile. It feels much more alive and alert than the last couple of Ferraris I've driven, to be honest with you. So I'm going to try this launch control thing. The first take, which is not on camera, didn't go well. Let's try this again. Bloody hell, it's quick! Bloody hell, it's quick! it's quick. It's really quick. Let's leave it in dynamic and just play around with it for a bit. Let's, in sport mode, see what it's like. It's nice. It's nice. I like it, man. I like it. There's a whole range of comfort. You go to comfort mode and it's completely fine. It's just so livable, this car, compared to a lot of cars recently where I've gone, I don't like them at all. This one is really, really easy to live with. But when it gets up, picks up its skirt and goes, whee, 600 horsepower. Not kidding around. Like it a lot. I can feel the individual pebbles. These are not pebbles. This is camel poo. I'm sorry. It is in fact camel poo. I like not having turbos. I like not having turbos because you really get to enjoy the car doing what the car does. You get to feel it through in the way it goes through corners. 8,500 RPM. 8,500 RPM. Really, really fast. Brakes really straight. I'm on an abandoned road, which is kind of good because I can do these kinds of speed. But at the same time, I'm also like, it's too fast for the road. So it's a bit of a quandary. But on the other hand, on a track, I think it would be really nice there. I think it would be really, really comfortable. And unlike the Italians, this is the kind of car you can live with every day. It doesn't particularly make any demands on you. The AC is good, like I said, the stereo is good. It's comfortable seating position. It's got enough space for nothing, but it's got a big trunk. But when you give it the beans, it's a little delay. Can you hear the little delay? I don't know if the clutches are on or because this car has been used and slid quite a bit. It's so fast. It's so fast. But it's fun. It feels fast. I mean, so the new crop of Ferraris I think are faster than this. They're in the 2-second range. But the thing about those cars is, the problem with those kinds of Ferraris is they're too fast. The turbos have so much torque. This car, you rev it up to the rev range, you have that old-fashioned swell of power. It's nice. It's definitely a nice... Actually, wait, what are these two guys doing on the road? There's one guy who appears to be wearing some sort of suit. You know, I just don't know what anybody's doing on this road anymore. Is that a wedding picture? What's happening here? There's all sorts of stuff happening on this road. It's an abandoned road, so everybody's using it. Oh, here's somebody with a plane. He's taking off. Good for him. Learn to fly. Nice car. The thing about the R8 is you can enjoy this car. The latest crop of supercars just aren't that fun to drive, but the R8 is still, because it's old, is actually kind of fun, and the steering's really nice as well. So you feel that they know what the car is doing. Word of warning, when you're going absolutely towards the limit, I don't know if it's the particular tyres that are on this car, the fact that it's been used quite a bit, but it has a little bit of a wiggle. So I wouldn't turn traction control off unless you're on a controlled area like a track. Through the corners, through the corners. Whee! It's sloppy, but I just want to have some fun. It's fun. It's a very fun car to drive. And it's fun in a way that you and I can understand. You don't have to do 200 in this car to enjoy it. Although you can if you want to. But you can do 120, you can do 100, you can do 50, and it's still kind of fun. It feels special. And unlike the old R8 with the horrible single clutch, this thing has a nice modern dual clutch. Although I kind of like the single clutch. The single clutch was, you know, it had required work. A manual would be best, but it's never coming back. Great car this. Just feeling a bit old, that's all. But if you want a supercar, buy a supercar, and this feels like a supercar. That's the speed limit. That's the speed limit right there. It's got a quiet exhaust. No, that was quiet exhaust. If that's quiet exhaust, loud exhaust is pretty good. And on the highway, what's it like on the highway? You know what? Comfy. I'm doing 120 right now. It's quite comfy. This review sounds a little thin on content. Normally I would take it to my big bad road and push it around, but you don't need to. The R8s are great. R8, I've had so much fun with this car at frankly extra legal speeds. I would say it's one of my top 5 cars that I've driven in terms of sports cars. Just the way it goes above, let's be honest, 200 kilometers per hour. Above 200 kilometers per hour, this car is so precise. It's like a magnet on the road. And yet you can still feel the Italianness inside somewhere. have nothing really bad to say about the R8. Sure, you know, it doesn't have the silly drama of the Italian cars. It doesn't have like a flip-up start-stop switch. But I like that it's just a regular car inside the regular Audi interior. So you can just focus on driving it. Will that keep your attention? Now that's a good question. Because now supercars need to be about drama. They need to have this mode, boost, fill. This car is just simple. You get in and drive. Now supercars got a lot of gimmicks. This car doesn't have a lot of gimmicks. It's just good to drive. So for the latest crop of playboys and playgirls, I don't know if it's enough for them. But I'll tell you something. It's enough for me. Thanks for watching Imthishan, Motoring Middle East, for once in an exciting car, the Audi R8. See you next time.